Hello everyone, welcome back to my studio. Today I've got a live Zoom session with my patrons where we're going to go and practice drawing hats together. So for that I need to move my computer onto my sitting desk because I'm not going to stand for 40 minutes and do that. So I'm going to do that and then I need to order some cards because I've been really lax about reordering stock for my small business and it's gone way beyond due now. So that's what I'm going to do first. I've been meaning to reorder some stock for ages. The majority of the stuff is cards. I've got a list here and hopefully I've got the actual images saved on my computer. I'm just going to go through and order those. Also, I need to remember when I joined the AOI in January, they sent me a little welcome pack and one of the things that they sent me was a discount code for the company that I actually use. I already use them, so I thought that was really good. I'm going to go and get that discount code and I'm going to make sure I remember that when I'm ordering these cards. Hi! Would you like me to put your bed up here? Huh? I got Rolly this bed from the charity shop and he has been enjoying it, but only when it's on the desk. He's walked away now, but I was wondering if that's what he was after. So it does take up a bit of space, I must say, but I don't know. There's something nice about working with a cat on your desk. Right, so greeting cards. What do we need? So I've just been typing away, getting my order ready from Printwork, which is who I normally use. I'm a bit confused about this whole discount thing. I mean, I'm going to order these things anyway, but apparently, well, what I thought was the discount code didn't work. Then I followed the instructions and followed this link that they told me to go to, and it took me to a page all about the AOI. And I think the discount only works with certain products, but on the link page that they sent me, it said, enter your discount code to get your discount. I can't find a discount code. So I've emailed the AOI. It will come in useful in the future, even if it's not for the products I'm buying now. But I've got that order saved and ready to go. I mean, it'd be nice if I got a discount on this order, but I was going to order it anyway, so it's no big deal if not. And in half an hour, well, 25 minutes actually, I've got a live drawing Zoom. If you don't know, every month we meet live, every month we meet live on Zoom, me and my patrons. We practice drawing things. Today's, which is February's drawing Zoom, is to practice people wearing hats and hats without people wearing them. But I find hats really tricky, really difficult. I have tried in the past and a lot of people either look like they're wearing a cycling helmet or a riding helmet. So I think it would be a good thing to practice. A few people did seem interested in it as well. If you would like to take part, I know it's too late to join in the live now because by the time you watch this, it will have finished. But if you head over to my Patreon page and you become a patron on any tier and my tier start at £1, you have access to all of the recordings as well as the live invites. So if this particular session, it kind of lights something up in you and you really want to practice that as well, then you can access that recording of the session that I'm going to be doing in 25 minutes. And that'll be available for whenever you are a member or as long as or whenever you are a member. And that goes for all of the previous recordings we've ever done. And you'll also get invites to any live session that happens while you're a member as well. plus a load of other stuff. You get sketchbook tours, which I need to do. I need to do my February sketchbook tour, and you get monthly downloads as well. There's other stuff on there, but the main pull for my patrons seems to be these live drawing sessions, and I really enjoy them. But I need to go and get ready for that. I need to get my big sketchbook out, clear some space on this table, and make sure my Zoom app is all up to date. I maybe should have done that a little bit sooner, but 'tis what it is. Let's just go. I like to grab a range of different materials for these live sessions. And I like to get them all to hand. Sometimes I like to swap materials mid-session. Sometimes I just stick to one. And I'm easy with myself, like I'm not too hard on myself. I kind of like the soft pastels. They're nice. I like a bit of charcoal. And I like charcoal because it's smudgy and it's really forgiving when you make mistakes. You know, you don't have to worry too much about things staying exactly how you put them. I do also like ink and sticks, so I'm going to get some of that too. So, we meet live on Zoom, if you've never joined us before. And like I said earlier, it's available to anyone who's on a paid tier for as long as or whenever you're a member. You can access the live sessions. And what I do, I get not a screenshot, what is it? Come on, brain. I make a slideshow of images based on a theme. This month it's hats and people wearing them, and I share my screen and we'll practice drawing them. We have done a few drawing sessions where it's a bit more free, where we bring our own things to draw and we just draw them together. The key thing is drawing them against the clock. So not only can we fit in loads more images, but we can also practice drawing without worrying about the end result. It's not called the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club for nothing. So I might not have mentioned, it's called the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club, and it's not called that for nothing. It's a place where scribbles are embraced. You don't have to be a scribbly drawer, that's fine, but it's the principle of the process over the end result. And I think sometimes we can forget this when we are when we're drawing and creating. We can get so fixated on the end result has to be perfect that we end up not doing anything at all. So I think it's a good kind of ethos. I'm going to get an apron. I'm going to get my apron on. Can't find my words at the moment. Oh, okay. Got my ink, got my sticks. I need something to rest my inky sticks on. And I do have, there we go, a little chopstick holder, a little chopstick stand. That's good, keeping the ink off the table. But I will probably get ink on the table. I might end up just drawing in charcoals. Like I said before, they're very forgiving, but I'm easy. Whatever turns up, turns up. one tip if you're drawing quickly in these sessions is get a bit of paper as big as your sheet and put it in between the pages that go before it so they don't stick together, especially if you're using something like crayons or whatever. That can get a bit sticky. Right, 8 minutes. I'm just going to run through this and make sure all of the images load up okay. Also, something that you might want to know, that when you do join in, if you do decide to join in at a later date with the recordings, all of the images that I use in my slideshows, so if it's one of the sessions where we use a slideshow, which is the majority of them, I gather all of the images from the slideshow and I put it in a PDF that you can take away and keep as well. So you can work on these in your own time if you want to, or you can play the recording and do it along with us, with the timings that we're going to do. So that's just something to bear in mind. Right, let me set you up with an overhead view of my own page. Then you'll get an idea of the kind of things that I produce in these sessions. Hopefully it'll help you get over that fear that everything that you've got to do is perfect, because as you'll see, there's a lot of mess, a lot of scribble involved in my drawings in these sessions. But you do you. However you do it is the right way. 4 minutes. Come on, let's go. It's not overhead because I can't get the angles to work, so this is going to have to suffice. That was a really enjoyable session. I've got such messy hands though. Mostly I stuck to either charcoals or inks with sticks. Inks with sticks adds quite a lot of chaos into the mix because, I mean, you've only got as much ink as the stick holds. Also, the stick is very uneven. So it kind of, I like it because it kind of stops you focusing and being too worried about how your piece is looking. But also for quick drawings, ink isn't ideal. So they've probably smudged quite a bit as I've turned pages and drawn on the next pages. But I'm quite pleased with how they turned out, actually. Not too bad at all. I'm definitely more comfortable drawing hats by the end. Am I better? Probably a little bit. But like I was saying in that session to the people who joined in live, I think it's going to take more than one session to get me feeling comfortable drawing hats. But what these drawing sessions provide is a starting place. It gives you that little safe space where you can make mess. You can come and join me for once a month, make a bit of mess, have a go at something without the pressure of this has got to be perfect. You can show people if you want. If not, just keep it to yourself, lock it away in that sketchbook. If it's really hurting your heart, the results that have come out of it, if it really hurts you to look at them, you never have to look at them again. These are just opportunities to practice that muscle memory, that hand-eye coordination, and you might feel better at the end of the session. You might not feel like you've gained anything by the end of the session. I think most likely you'll probably feel, if nothing else, more comfortable with the subject matter. You might not feel like you've necessarily improved, even though I think you probably will feel like you've improved. But if nothing else, you're more comfortable with it. You feel like you've taken that first step to tackle a tricky subject, or just a subject you might not have had a lot of experience with, or you might have had a lot of experience with, but you just feel like it just needs a little bit something else. You've got more drawings under your belt. You've increased your hand-eye coordination. Your bank of muscle memory movements in this subject is so much more now, because we've been doing quick time sketches. So many sketches are squeezed into this 40-minute time period. You can't help but have improved your future drawing by doing a session like this. If you are interested, you are very welcome. I don't want this to be a sales thing, but as these are my daily-ish vlogs, I film what I do, and this is just one of the things that I do. And if I never mention it, if I never invite you, you'll never know, and you may never feel invited. You are invited. It's available to all £1 tiers and above. You can stay a member of a paid tier, for as long as you like. I do have free membership on there. You don't get access to the live Zooms, but you do get notifications when free stuff goes up on there. So you can either stay a free member, or you don't have to stay a free member at all. You can just cancel it altogether, or you can join up onto a paid tier whenever you like. You can keep that paid membership rolling over if you want to, or you can dip in and out of it. It's very flexible. You can cancel before your next payment gets taken out and dip back in. The good thing about the membership, the way that I run it, is you always have access to the stuff that you've missed in between times. So if you're a member and then you decide, oh, I've got better things to spend my money on this month, and you cancel, and then you decide in the future you might want to join in again, all you've missed out on are the live sessions. You can still access the recordings of the live sessions for as long as you're a member, or whenever you're a member. So you can dip in and out of the things that you've already accessed. You can find the things that happened in your absence, access the recordings of them. So you never really lose out. You never really miss out. So it's an option for you. If you want to join the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club, you are very much welcome. And as soon as you sign up on a paid tier, you are instantly a member. So I'm going to stop waffling at you now. I need to go and wash my hands, and actually I need to go and make some dinner. It's 7:15. Before then, I need to put the recording up on the Patreon feed so people who couldn't make it to the live can access it. Also, you should know as well, if you are interested in joining these sessions but you don't want to join in the live session, A, you don't have to, and B, you can be as anonymous as you like in these live sessions. It's not going to be really awkward. If I turn up, sometimes I turn up and no one's there, and I still present as though they are. People join halfway through. They might say hello, they might not say hello. You can have your camera on, you can have your camera off. When I set up the Zoom sessions, I always set it so your camera's off and your mic's off, and you can choose to have those on. But I do ask people to keep their mic off if they're not speaking. You feel free to chat to us if you want to, but you don't have to. I don't ask any questions. Most of the sessions are quiet, me just like prattling on in the background. And yeah, you can have your camera on or off, so you can join me in your pyjamas with your hair in a messy bun, and no one need know. You can join with your camera off, that's fine. If you want to show us your pyjamas and your messy bun, you can turn your camera on. Love to see your faces as well. Up to you. So don't worry, there's not going to be any weird like, oh, I'll wait until a few more people arrive before I'd start. I start at 6 o'clock. As soon as I arrive, I'm like, right, hiya, let's share my screen, let's go. So don't worry, there's no small talk, there's no chit chat. There's no obligation to show your face. You can be as anonymous as you like. Completely fine. It's up to you. Completely up to you. But yeah, I'll leave that ball in your court. So just head to patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe. That's me if you are interested. But I am going to leave this video here. Thanks very much for joining me for this session. for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, maybe consider giving me a thumbs up. You don't have to. I'm not your mum, I'm not telling you what to do. I just appreciate it if you were so inclined, but completely no obligation. I'm going to leave this video here now, definitely, and I'll catch you hopefully in the next one. So until then, bye.